And just so everybody knows, I will be recording this and we'll be sending it out the recording to everybody on this meeting. It will also be posted on our asset development website with the City of Santa Fe.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, thank you. Well, it's 10 after 5. I think we'll go ahead and get started. Um, my name is Terry Lease. I'm the Asset Development Manager with the Office of Economic Development. Nina Yin is the Asset Development Associate. She's going to be actually presenting the slide deck. And we have several staff from the city here, Office of Economic Development. Liz Camacho, Florence Frank, Joanna Nelson. And I don't know if I've left anyone else out or not, but so Nina has a slide presentation to present. I'm going to go ahead and I'll have some comments after the presentation and before the question and answer period begins. But before we do, I just wanted to point out that this invitation to bid for the Las Estrellas properties is based on the resolution that was passed in 2023. And where'd it go? That resolution 2023-4. So a lot of the components in this invitation to bid is taken directly from this resolution. So with that, Nina, we'll just go ahead and jump right into the presentation.
Okay, I am trying to figure out how to share my screen and I am not seeing how to do it for some reason. I'm recording, I've got captions on.
The host disabled the share screen. It's at the bottom there.
I don't. There we go. Share screen. Okay. Okay. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good morning. My name is Nina Nien. I am the Asset Development Associate. We are here at the proposal conference for the invitation to bid on 7 tracks in Las Estrellas subdivision. The Las Estrellas subdivision, we have 7 tracks that are totaling 228.5 undeveloped acres. We are offering it for sale as provided for in the City of Santa Fe Resolution 2023-4. It has sponsored and shepherded by Councilors Garcia and Villarreal. It is governed by the Las Estrellas Master Plan. And it carries a provision for local preference, and it does not exclude or discourage non-local bidders. The master plan envisions a vibrant, mixed-use, mixed-income, multi-generational community that celebrates everything that makes Santa Fe a unique and exceptional place to live, work, and play. The location is a primary route between Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and Los Alamos. It is about 10 minutes to downtown Santa Fe, approximately 36 minutes to Los Alamos National Labs, and it's about 54 minutes to central Albuquerque. There is easy on and off highway access, and it is a very desirable neighborhood. There's quite a bit of traffic that goes around the Las Estrellas community. It's got a dense workforce and commuter traffic, and it is high housing demand. There are more than 300,000 people and about 135,000 households within a 30-minute drive of Las Estrellas. Their medium household income is the mid 60,000 range, and the medium home value is mid 500,000. There are more than 14,000 businesses within a 30-minute drive. There's approximately 150,000 full-time equivalent workers in the surrounding areas. And Los Alamos National Laboratories, which is the primary driver of the commuter population, employs 14,000 workers. There are development notes. This is subject to 2005 Las Estrellas Master Plan and the Santa Fe Land Development Code Standards, as well as CCRs, which are covenants, code conditions, and restrictions for the Las Estrellas and their zoning regulations and design guidelines. The subject is a maximum building height of 18 feet. It is well served by infrastructure. A sewer lift will be required, and dry utilities will need to be extended to the site. You can find all of the ITB and related documents on the sfpublicassets.org. That will take you to our public assets site on the City of Santa Fe, and then you click on the Las Estrellas page and scroll to the documents that you are looking for. We'll have a topographic site map. It's got an appraisal, and then it shows the covenants, conditions, and restrictions with amendments. Our solicitation timeline has been extended to give it a little bit more time for people to give their submissions. So the due date for all the submissions is January 29th by 5 p.m. We will be opening the bids on January 30th, and we will be awarding our bid to on February 13th. We will only be accepting electronic submittals. All that information will be on the sfpublicassets.org website. So you'll get on all the information of how to submit, where to submit, and if you have any questions, who to call, which would be Terry Lease, the asset development manager, or myself, who is the associate. We will have this recording up on our website. We will also have an FAQ within the next couple of days. And you can also submit follow-up questions to Terry Lease at tjlease@santafenm.gov or to me, nanien@santafenm.gov. We appreciate your attendance and we can open this up for questions.
Thank you, Nina. Appreciate that. I have a couple of very important announcements. First of all, we have amended the timeline on this invitation to bid. The amendment was just approved by legal, and as soon as the communications team gets back, I don't know if they're even back from holiday yet, but that amendment will be posted online, and it's amending the dates. Starting with the submittal date on out. So those dates are pushed out. So that's very important announcement. Take a look at that as soon as it's posted. And the second comment is about the appraisal. We had a constituent from Las Estrellas that pointed out the assumption that the appraiser made, and it's made on several pages in the report. But the assumption that the appraiser made says, as these tracts are owned by the city of Santa Fe, we assume the city of Santa Fe would grant a zoning change for the open space properties to low or medium density single residential use prior to or concurrent with any potential sale. So it's unfortunate that I did not catch that. That's all on me. That assumption is wrong. The city is not going to propose any zoning changes. There was another assumption or comment in the report that the city is not subject to the master plan, and that too is incorrect. So that appraisal report will be corrected and the old one taken down, the new one posted. And what's going to happen is we expect the values to be adjusted downwards on this report. So two very important announcements, and look for both of those to be posted as soon as the comms team gets back and get them up posted online. So with that, we'll go ahead and open it up for questions. Let's see here. Joanna, can we see the questions? Are there any questions?
There aren't any questions in the chat. I think if anybody does have any questions, you can both say them out loud or you could type them into the chat. But at the moment, we haven't got any questions in our chat.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty streamlined, I guess, then.
So, Gary, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you, Tracy.
My name is Tracy Treegagel. I work for a local organization called Lithified Technologies, and we're interested in being a part of your project. Has there been any geological studies completed yet on the area?
Would you restate the question again one more time? I'm sorry.
Have there been
No problem.
any geological studies done on the area? Did you get that, Terry? That if there
No,
have
I
been,
did
the
not.
question
I'm
is,
sorry. I'm having
oh,
some...
the question is whether or not there have been any geological studies done.
Okay. Yeah. To my knowledge, there have not been any geological studies done.
Okay. Okay. And I would imagine at this point, have any of the utility companies been notified, and are they involved at this point yet?
No, not at all. I mean, once the sale is consummated, is complete, it'll be up to the new purchaser that will be working, to develop those properties. The city is not in the business of developing.
Okay. Okay.
And
Understood.
Terry, we do have one question in the chat from Kim Shanahan. The question is, will affordable houses for sale need to be 2,000 square feet?
you know, the affordable housing will be in accordance with the master plan. And so regarding the size, I think what I recall seeing in the master plan is just number of units. And I'm sure there are requirements of square footage. I just don't recall what those are. So we'll have to get back with you on that.
So Terry, I'll answer my own question. The master plan says that they will follow the housing opportunity program or any of its subsequent programs that are in place. And of course, that is the Santa Fe Homes program. The CC&Rs do say that the minimum size for a single family home is 2,000 square feet. And so that would appear to supersede the Santa Fe Homes program, which says an affordable home must be of a certain size, much smaller than 2,000 square feet.
Yeah. Here again, I don't recall if there's a different set of standards for affordable or not. If
No.
not, then that would be the case.
No, there really is not.
Okay.
So especially because the housing opportunity program, the old HOP program, was not specific necessarily to size, other than to say that a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house must be at least 1,150 square feet, at least. And the reason I bring it up is because it really could challenge the developers who may be required to build 20% affordable homes to be required to have them be 2,000 square feet. It very well could simply determine that a developer is going to say, I don't want it at any price because I would lose so much money on affordable home production. Anyway, I just kind of put that out there, and that may be why the guys from Las Estrellas also wondered about whether or not the city would be considering amending some of those CC&Rs and master plan language.
Yeah. So yeah, at this time, the city is not contemplating making any amendments at all. Of course, upon a sale, the city would also be transferring the clearance rights to the new purchaser buyer. So, you know, that could effectively be done by the new purchaser as the new declarant.
Right. In other words, that new declarant could actually petition with the city to seek some changes, at which time the city could act upon them.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you, Terry.
Guys, this is Wade Messenger and Sohail Bukhari from Pulte Homes. The original video that was, able to view on YouTube was a much different dynamic. It talked about a request for qualification. What would the density be? The quantity of affordable units. This obviously being different. ITB, did it change, or is this part of the process?
So the request for qualifications was for one tract 6A. So that's a totally separate offering than these 7 tracts. That tract 6A is a request for qualifications for really an affordable housing partner to work with the city on affordable housing. Or most likely that'd be mixed use there, mixed units.
Okay, and that parcel, Terry, is not contemplated in this Las Estrellas community, or it is?
6A is a part of the Las Estrellas community, yes, sir. But it's different. It's not included in these 7 tracts.
Understood. Okay, and just for a note, similar in vein to what Kim shared, that would obviously have a subsequent effect, the CC&Rs, the square footage guidelines, when you're thinking about a partnership in that other piece, that 6A piece, that would need to be contemplated in that scenario.
Yes, that one's a little different in that resolution, or it's in the same resolution actually that I just quoted up front. But there is some verbiage in there, a provision in the resolution that talks about affordable housing possibly being removed from the CC&Rs, which I really think that would be a stretch, or a reduced as far as the fees. So 6A is a little different.
Understood. Thanks, Terry.
So Wade, just to let you know, 6A is across the highway, across 599. So even though it's part of the neighborhood, so to speak, it's remote and distinct enough that it will not feel like it's part of the same neighborhoods of those 7 lots. The affordable housing requirements that 6A contemplates are also quite a bit different and distinct from what the CC&Rs and the Las Estrellas master plan have laid out. And so it really is quite a distinct and different set of circumstances for 6A.
Excellent. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate that clarification.
Okay, well, if we have no more questions, this was get a half hour of our day back.
Tracy again. So is there any design criteria available or quantities or anything like that? Or is this like a total design and build by the developer?
No, there are design guidelines and architectural review committees. And there are documents available for that. We'll have to do some searching within the files. Maybe we'll take a look at those and see if we can get additional data criteria posted online for the architectural.
That would be real helpful, Terry.
Okay, well, made a note. So thank you very much. We appreciate it, and look forward to hearing from you in this invitation to bid process. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.